Today is a great day, a lovely day, a fabulous day. Today is a great day to make music with you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Welcome to Music with Miss Camp. I am Miss Camp, and today is a great day to make music. Thank you for watching this video. If you're here, you're probably watching to figure out what is going on, what's happening with the family music classes that I'm offering, why should you take them, and what can you expect? And I'm so glad you asked. First, to give you a little bit of my background, so why you should take a class from me, is I love music. I've always loved music, and I have studied music. I have a Bachelor of Music from Northern Illinois University, and I have a Master of Music Education from Vandercook College of Music in Chicago. I have taught in schools for 20 years, 5 years in the US and 19 years overseas. I've taught general music, I've taught choir with young children all the way up through adults. So making music has been a very large part of my life. And because of that, and my desire to be the best teacher I can be, I did a lot of research. I did a lot of studying. I took a lot of classes. I got certificates in different methodologies. And while they were all wonderful and helped me become a better teacher, I was still looking for something. And then in 2018, I took a class that I was like, where has this been all my life? And it was a class with Dr. John Feierabend. And the class was called First Steps in Music for Preschool and Beyond. This is a methodology that Dr. Feierabend has developed over 30 years. He was the head of the music education department at the Hart School, has 2 T's, not sure why, at the University of Hartford in Connecticut. And over the 30 years that he was developing this program, he was really researching into ways that children best learn music and what type of music to use, different techniques and everything. And he packaged it all together in this beautiful program. And I immediately loved it. I was fascinated by it. And I started teaching that way with the first steps starting in 2018. And I have used it and adapted it to be able to teach it to young children and older children and even with adults in some cases. So, how did it revolutionize my teaching? Well, it gave me intentionality and reasons for why I was doing what I was doing. I mean, there were things that I was doing instinctively, and I was a good teacher. I'm not going to say I wasn't, but I didn't always have words to say why I was doing what I was doing. And Dr. Feierabend gave me those because of his methodology. So that really brings me to why you should take these classes. I have 3 reasons. And the first is Dr. Feierabend is what he calls the 30-year plan. And that is that 30 years from now, your child should be tuneful, beatful, and artful. Well, let me tell you. Tuneful means that as an adult, 30 years from now, your child should be able to sing in tune with a pleasant tone, to be able to sing independently and be able to keep a harmony part without being sucked back into the melody, to sing a lullaby to a baby and not frighten the child. To be beatful means that your child in 30 years will be able to clap in time to the music and to be able to move without being terribly awkward. So to clap at a sporting event in time and not be the one that people go, oh, right? And to be able to dance at a wedding and not cause embarrassment for himself. And I mean, unless it's the choice. Sometimes we want to dance awkwardly, and it's lovely. And then the third part of that is artful. And that is so that your child can be moved by expressive music, to be able to feel it, and to be able to appreciate that music can be happy, it can be sad, it can be cheerful, it can be scary, it can be deeply moving, it can be intense, and to be able to appreciate all of those emotions that music has. And that actually leads me to my second reason to enroll in a family music class with Miss Camp, and that is the music. Dr. Feierabend insists that children be taught quality music. Music that is as wonderful to listen to, as delicious, he says, the 30th time as it is the first time. I mean, let's face it, there are songs that you love, or these songs that things that are great for children that happen, and then by the third time you're like, can we never listen to this again? So there's quality music, and then there's not quality music or lesser quality music. We want quality music. And then the third reason to take a family music class with me is the intentionality of the curriculum. So Dr. John Feierabend developed what's called the 8-step workout, and 5 of the steps focus on developing a child's vocal ability. Sing in tune, use the head voice to create different sounds, to improvise. The other 3 steps are devoted to building beat competency and movement skills. Now, that's not to say that there won't be singing and vocal experiences during the beat motion skills and the movement skills, and there will be working on beat during the vocal skills, because the goal is to make music. They're all interconnected, but the intention behind why a song is chosen and why a song is done when we're going to do it in lesson is there to develop the singing, to develop the ear, to develop the child's ability to come up with different tunes and start small and then big, and so on and so forth. I could go on for a while, but I don't want this to be long, so I will stop that. So those are my 3 reasons. And what can you expect at a music class with Miss Camp? I'm so glad you asked. You can expect to participate. Everybody, adults and children, should participate. Now, I'm going to say this quickly now. There might be times, especially depending on your child, if the child is shy, reserved, that your child doesn't want to participate the first few times. And that is fine. They're observing. You'll probably find out, you go home and your child will start singing. You'll be like, why didn't you do this in class? It's okay. They will start singing and participating like that when they're ready. But as an adult, I expect you to participate. Okay? And you can expect to use your voice to make silly songs, to be creative, to sing, to echo. You can expect to move your body. We're going to be standing up. We're going to be sitting down. We're going to be jumping around, to be silly and doing different things with your body that your child needs to be able to do as well. You can expect to sing songs many times. Repetition is vital for learning songs, for developing that musical ability. And Dr. Feierabend insists that each song be sung at least 4 times in a lesson. Sometimes we'll do them more, and depending on the length, maybe we won't get there all the time. But you can expect to connect with your child in creative and silly and loving ways, and you can expect to learn ways that you can create memories with music with your child. And to focus on that connection, I do ask that phones be put away, that you focus on being present with your child and you interact with your child and not your phone. Okay? So there you have it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please email me. My email address is musicwithmscamp@gmail.com. The link for the registration form for the upcoming 12-week session is listed below. So I hope that you found this informational and that you're interested and willing to give this a try. Thank you again for watching. And remember, it's a great day for making music.